Okay, fuck this.
Hey!
Hey, we're playing Smash!
That's my fucking Smash Brothers!
I don't care. I've been waiting a damn month to talk about the Go-Onger 10 Years Later movie, but we canceled the show. I wasn't here. You guys didn't feel like doing it because we did double bill episode. I am sick and tired of waiting.
Let's smash.
Smash.
You guys can smash together later.
Gross.
Gross.
No!
Hey guys, Ghost is back this week.
No!
Yeah.
I like Ghost.
Cue the roll call!
We are live!
Loading.
Wielding equipment, the plot, and ire! Bluecaster, Ishida's Azil!
Loud and impulsive. Pinkcaster. Lane.
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster. Hollow.
One little spark of courage. Dreamcaster. Global South Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 224!
224.
Blaze,
That's almost
Pokemon of the
100.
week, go!
Or Digimon, whatever.
We're still in Johto, right?
Yeah. We haven't hit fucking Celebi, so yes. That's 251, I think.
Don't be gross.
Oh,
So-
excuse me. Sorry.
Before we get into it, anyone
It's
who's
okay,
listening...
I'm sorry, that was bad of me.
Anyone who's listening for the first time, allow me to welcome you to this glorious community of Toku Weebs. We are a bunch of Toronto-based assholes who get together every week to discuss Kamen Rider Super Sentai as ongoing episodes, usually with a feature topic of some other movie or special thrown in.
Hold on.
I mean-
Hold on. You called me
You guys
an
aren't
asshole?
I was like, you're an asshole, Ichi. I'm not.
I'm enough of an asshole to encompass the entire group.
No.
My ass is that fat.
Well, you definitely eat for all of us.
Oh,
Ow, that was
that's the last
mean.
time I give you free McChickens, fuckface.
I'm joking.
It's episode Octillery,
Okay.
the Pokemon who's cool but weak as shit.
Anyways, number one, I am not an asshole. And number two, bitch, you stealing my freaking Ultra Ranger thing?
You know my beats?
I'm just trying to be friendly to people who are discovering this podcast late.
Well, maybe you shouldn't call us assholes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should stop being an asshole!
What happens? Do we become assholes or something?
No,
No, it's your caster. Something's got to be done about your caster.
It's
it's
part
not
of, our,
about cast range.
part of our charm. Everyone in this community is too fucking stuffy. We gotta be the fun.
No, you mean everybody's a sheeple in this community.
There's that.
Ghost sucks. Build is great. X-Aid's great. Fuck everything else because we're all sheeple and we don't have a fucking mind.
All you need is drive.
Are you okay?
I mean, I don't consider myself a sheeple, and I agree with most, not all, of what you said. I wouldn't say X-Aid was great.
Great! This will be the time where I promote an episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultra Ranger. But we didn't do one this week because of scheduling again.
So promote the last one!
We already did.
Read the disclaimer.
Everything Lane touches must die. No, everything Lane loves must die.
No.
Okay.
But it
Don't
did.
kill Drive, Patranger, or Ultraman
I
Belial.
don't know why I'm shouting.
Yeah, you're
Just Shout Factory.
That could be it.
Okay, so this week we are discussing Kamen Rider Zeo episode 13 and 13.5, Keisatsu Sentai Patranger and the Others episode 42,
And the rest.
and the rest.
Patranger
And friends.
friends.
Yeah, there you go.
That's father and son.
Wait.
And our long overdue feature topic is the Engine Sentai Go-Onger 10 Years Grand Prix movie. This is why we talked about Go-Onger the week no Toku happened.
1 month fucking later.
Gee, I wonder why Gar.
Well, gee, I wanted to do it, but Miss.
Well, I wanted to go to Dunville. I wanted to be with my family and my kittens that I love so much.
Like,
Tried to say kitties and kittens at the same time.
Kitties.
Kitties.
Gar values his kitties more than the podcast.
Kitties!
That is a less harsh version of what I was thinking.
Oh no.
Oh,
Anyways.
Blaze, you killed it. Blaze, no.
Anyways, let's get into it. I would very much like for someone at Toei to explain what the bloody fuck is happening this week.
With what?
Because I don't know what anyone is doing.
With what?
With Waz.
Oh, fuck this.
Sorry.
The man always has some kind of fucking scheme.
No, but this is so ass backwards.
Gar's like, I'm out of here. I'm playing.
So, Waz's thought at the start of this episode was,
Give me your smash.
Wagamao is straying from the path. He is not doing the things that he needs to do to become Omazeo. So what am I going to do? I am going to talk to the Time Jackers and get them to sicken another rider on him so he could gain rider powers. The thing they were already doing! So what was the point of Waz going to them? I'm sorry, my voice is terrible. I'm still sick.
I'm gonna pop.
Okay?
That's why.
I need to drink a potion. Okay, but we'll get to that. First problem with this episode, it opens with Sogo spilling the fuck down the stairs and Gates swinging after him like fucking Tarzan, trying to kill him. And while this was funny and evoked a lot of memories of Star Ninja when he was good, my first response to this scene is, if you're actually trying to kill him, why didn't you just stab him in the middle of the night, you dumb fuck?
Because that's too easy.
I get it's for the sake of preserving the show's longevity, but it doesn't excuse it when it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I liked it. I think, like, it's a thing where Gates is, like, really trying, like I said last week, like, Gates is like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna kill you so hard. And just Sogo's like, Gates, you're cute.
Gates' only real purpose and objective is to stop Omazeo from happening, but he keeps getting wrapped up in this Time Jacker bullshit.
No, this is where Gar would just be like, this Time Jacker bullshit!
So Soup ends up confiscating his fucking driver. No henching at the breakfast table.
No, I loved Sogo's just like, and fuck you. Like, okay, I need to get into this right now. I actually, like, really fucking love Sogo. Like, he is a...
Sogo has actually become interesting.
He's an amazing product. Like, it's at this point now, even, that, like, I actually prefer Zeo over Gates now. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love, like, Gates' drive armor and shit. Like, that form's awesome. But just, I don't know, like, I've really even come to enjoy Zeo's design. Like, base design, it looks fucking awesome. And I will be getting the figure art of him. I love Sogo, he's so much fun!
And I like that they brought this up, even if it was only in a passing mention. But Sogo mentions the Ghost and Drive ride watches. And Gates says that he just stole them from Omazeo.
He stole them from Omazeo.
That's cool.
Can we see that happen? I'd like to see how he did it.
That goes close to my theory
I
that
wonder
maybe...
if that's going to be an individual movie at some point.
And that's why I'm thinking, like, that's my theory that I mentioned a long time ago, where Gates stole Omazeo's old Ziku driver. So the one that Sogo's wearing, that's the one Gates is using too. He's using Sogo's old Ziku driver.
I actually like that theory a lot.
Yeah, so that's...
But now I need to know where the fuck
the Gates ride watch?
Omazeo got the Ghost and Drive ride watches. And yes, that's still completely unexplained where the Gates power set came from. And for that matter, where those...
his name, so maybe it's a family thing?
I don't think Gates is his actual name. I actually don't believe that.
If it turns out that Gates isn't his real name, I would be okay with that, because as I've been very vocal about, I really fucking hate it when the Kamen Rider name and the character name are the same. And before anyone makes a comment, yes, I am still excited for Kamen Rider Waz, despite the fact that he also falls prey to this very unfortunate trope that is developing.
Yeah.
Wait, is Gates' first name or last name?
Yes, first name. His last name is
it's
Mio Cohen.
Mio Gates, isn't it?
Mio Cohen.
Mio Cohen. Yeah, Mio Cohen is Itsuki from Heart Catch Prix here. The wrong.
So now let's get into the interesting thing. Another ghost. So
the first time we see him, some rando in a car just runs the fuck into him, and it doesn't phase him.
Yeah, no, it pulls.
Badass.
It does.
I
think that was referencing Friday the 13th because someone tries to run down Jason Voorhees with their car, and literally the car just crashes into Jason and just stops. Because Jason's that fucking powerful.
And if you really
the
tick me
rest
off,
of his story is a reference to Final Destination.
And if you really tick me off, I'll run you down with my car.
No, and
I got major Final Destination vibes from.
Oh, I don't like those movies. They're fucking creepy.
They used to scare me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, another ghost is amazing in this. Not only because he's fucking disturbing as fuck, like he's terrifying. He looks so fucking scary. And like he's got like a nose, and like you can see the eyes underneath the black eyes. He's got like hair, and when he takes his hood off, you can see like it's kind of like his face is like stitched onto his head, and it's like really cool. He's got veins going on down his arms, and the best part is the person who is another ghost is a fucking dead guy. Like the guy died, and then Wold just put another ride watch in him, and turned him into another ghost. And that is
actually an amazing idea, and I like that they did this.
Especially with another ghost. But, like, the fact that you can do that with a dead body.
And his ability is literally just to take people's souls.
Yeah, he sucks the souls out of people.
Out of his body, yeah.
So
as we find out through the episode, the people that he's targeting are people who, according to the Time Jackers' news reports from the future, would have gone on to cause dangerous incidents that would have hurt people. Because that is inspired by the guy who is another ghost being a cop.
Dangerous incidents. Same riff, but with incident noises.
Dangerous incidents.
It's like what would happen if Keiichiro became another rider.
The riff, same riff, but it's an incident. I was
gonna say the girl's actually pretty hot.
Oh, Mika?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Sure, I didn't pay attention particularly.
No, she's hot. But the highlight of the entire episode, at least for me, was the return of my boy Tsukasa, Kamen Rider Decade. My god, is he so fucking cool in this episode. Like, he just shows up as fucking Agito, and, like, Gates is fucking stupid because he thought that was actually Agito, and I'm like, you're a fucking moron.
Did they not study Decade in Rider history class?
No, we skipped that part.
But
they didn't listen to Radio Sentai Castranger.
Yeah, they only had 31 pages to review of them.
The rest of it went to double.
Oh my god! I wish I didn't get that joke.
That textbook was non-canon.
I want to research more on Decade, but it just switches over to double after like 31 pages.
I want to research double, but all of it seems like a lot of fanfic.
Oh,
I mean, seriously, he turns into everyone's other powers.
But the really interesting thing about the way Decade appears in this episode as Agito is his first appearance is mysterious and sudden in the night, which is definitely a reference to Agito's first appearance in episode 1 of his show. And that's really great.
So go back to what Gar was saying, just like, I'm gonna be a Kamen Rider, and my power is I can be any Kamen Rider I want.
That's basically what I thought when we first watched Decade. I have the power to have all the powers I want.
To quote TJ Omega, Kamen Rider Decade is just somebody's fanfic character. And he has everybody's powers, and he's a total badass.
And you know what? He's pink.
And he's got my name. But why is he pink? He is not pink.
He's magenta.
He's light red.
He's magenta.
Magenta.
This is a stated fact. He is magenta.
And just...
like, they've actually stated this.
So, yeah, like, apparently Waz is just like, yeah, I brought you guys to the Destroyer of Worlds. And they're like, what?
There's what I wanted to get into. So Waz goes to the Time Jackers and presumably asks them to sick another ghost on him so he could continue his path towards Omazeo, which A, is fucking stupid because they're doing that anyways. B, why would they cooperate with each other when their goals are complete opposites? Waz wants Omazeo to happen, and the Time Jackers are trying to replace Omazeo. And C, why the fuck does Waz have access to Tsukasa? And D, what does anyone stand to gain from Waz presumably handing over Tsukasa to the Time Jackers? What is the point of all of this?
Do you think it'll eventually be explained, or do you think it's
I really hope so. Next episode better have some splaining to do.
Waz and Tsukasa are old drinking buddies. Hey, Tsukasa, remember that one time that I helped you with that thing? Yeah. Well, I need you to repay the favor. What do you want? I need you to slap the fuck out of my Wagamo and wake him up. All right, but just this one time. Thanks, buddy.
Except he does it 3 times in this one episode. I just love how when he appears as Agito, he gets all in their face with the flame sword while still in ground form, by the way, and then he just pulls a Tokyo Rokugo and tosses his sword aside.
Oh yes, Waz only said Wagamo once this episode, so it's 24. Waz has been slacking.
And here's one other thing that I noticed when I watched the episode for the fucking 3rd time. The first time Decade appears is actually before Waz talks to the Time Jackers. So what the fuck was that about?
He's one of them. He used to be a Time Jacker. It's obvious.
No, I mean, why was Decade even around if this was before Waz presumably let them have Tsukasa?
Because Decade can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's Decade.
About Zeo.
There's so many questions that I need answers to.
There's a rider who has the ability to use the powers of 20 other riders. Fuck that.
That's what I was thinking. That he knows, he's thinking about.
His
similar
name's Kamen Rider G.
So
yes,
let's talk about him.
So another ghost is targeting people who are causing notable, newsworthy incidents that get people killed. By killing them.
Yep.
Okay, I get it's because he's a monster, but that is the stupidest fucking thing ever!
No, and what's really cool about the guy who is another ghost is Wool, his sister's about to die by some falling girders or whatever about to fall on her, and Wool's oh, if you work for me and become king, I can save your sister, and he's
I can make you big,
and he's no, fuck you, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, that's interesting. Someone actually refused.
I'm not gonna succumb to evil, and so he sacrifices himself, and then Wool's well, fuck you, I need you anyway, and just turns into another ghost.
Wool's been hanging out with Swartz because he did it without his permission.
So when they defeat another ghost, he actually just shows up as a dead body. He's just dead.
And I love it because, the first time it happens, everyone just looks at the dead body and they look up at Gates. And, what did you do? You killed him!
Blaze quiet. He's just Lane just likes him because he's a police officer. That's one reason. And it's Woodenbender.
Why does Futurama keep coming up today?
And here's the point that I know Blaze is going to get right up my ass about. So the way Gates defeats another ghost in this episode is by way of the Ghost Ride Watch in the Zikan Zax. So he uses Ghost Sakuri Cutting to defeat another ghost. Now, Blaze has been talking in our Discord chat before we started about if he used the Ghost Ride Watch to defeat another ghost, why wasn't the another Ghost Ride Watch destroyed? And the point to counter that is he's supposed to be using the rider armor to defeat it.
Well, Blaze is saying apparently they only said it requires the power.
Well, maybe the weapons don't channel all the way into the power.
I agree with Ichi. It has to be the armor because it has to be the essence of the original rider.
It's not just that they're weak to that specific their own rider or origin power. It's specifically the fact that they're weak to the Keisatsu. Another build is specifically weak to Evoltech Time Break.
Yeah. Fuck. Gar's smashing while we talk.
Gar, after that opening bit we did, you're just sitting there playing Smash?
Well, he's talking about Zeo. If we were playing Smash during the bad too.
Man,
trying to get shulking.
Man, Smash should have come out during build. Then we could have made so many more jokes.
Right?
Because the monsters were called Smash.
Smash. Oh yeah. I actually forgot about that.
So, Takaru, yeah, we see
Orla fucking Tenguji.
He even
fucking Takaru.
He even says it.
Says the
my life is burning bright.
You know, in the 13.5, he actually mentions the whole I have to
The
get
99 days. Yeah, we'll get to that.
But no, he says Oniwa Tenkuchi Takaru with Toei fully knowing that that's a fucking meme. Like, they know. That's why he just like, he's like, Oniwa Tenkuchi Takaru!
I don't know if it quite caught on there as much as it did over here.
But he kidnapped Sogo! He actually fucking kidnaps him, ties him up!
This is interesting because the Ghost timeline has assumedly already been erased, but even though that's happened, Takaru and his gang of fucking Scooby-Doo ass murder mystery crew are still paranormal investigators. So that's interesting.
The fact that you're talking about Scooby-Doo is freaking yesterday Gar showed me the final episode of Batman Brave and the Bold. It just Scrappy-Doo showed up and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is Scrappy-Doo and Batman?
What?
Yeah,
well,
he even dressed up like Batman.
Scooby-Doo.
I guess you could say it was pretty bold of them.
There was an actual Scooby-Doo Batman crossover.
It was a good final episode though.
Oh no, not that the last episode of Brave and the Bold.
Oh.
And it wasn't that with Scrappy-Doo, it was like generic like animal sidekick.
Oh, but it was looked like Scrappy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways.
I thought it was literally Scrappy-Doo because that would make sense because there was an actual Batman with Batman and Robin with Scooby-Doo crossover.
My biggest problem here seeing the Ghost Gang, where the bloody fuck are Onari and Akari?
Yeah, and Akari. Onari and Akari.
They're busy fucking, I don't know.
No! No!
I don't know. They had a relationship.
No!
Just don't die with the car. Cuts!
I'm getting Ultraman G flashbacks.
I'm getting Dragon Ball Bridge
Let's
flashbacks.
get spiritual, bitch! I don't know.
She doesn't deserve him!
She belongs in a museum.
But yeah, so...
Oh, Blaze is saying that in this timeline they died instead of Takaru.
Oh no! Yeah, they took that for him.
No!
Wait, does that mean if Ghost never happened, does that mean his father didn't die? Adele didn't kill his father?
Well, I mean, that happened before the show.
Did Yellow Lion fucking survive? Anyways, but yeah, let's go back. Takaru kidnapped Sogo. He kidnapped somebody.
With rope!
Yeah, because apparently he saw Zio and from the back, and he immediately was like, oh, you're that rider I saw. It was dark, so I didn't really get a good look at
I'm not.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah, so then later on, Tsukasa shows up again as Agito, and so Gates proceeds to fight him, and Tsukasa just fucking tears him a new one.
Right?
Like, he goes drive armor and just...
when they catch Sogo, is they're gonna let him go with them, and then he says, I'm the boy who wants to be king, and then they're like, I don't trust you anymore, and they leave.
Yeah, that sounds pretty evil.
I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
But yeah, so then just, like, Gates gets dummied, and, like, it's awesome. Like, Agito, like, he times, like, his, like, watching...
Decade is so fucking skilled after being other fast riders like Faiz and Kabuto that he can dodge drive armor's heightened speed with no problem.
Timed this punch, like, perfectly, and then just proceeds to do final attack ride Agito and does, like, the Agito rider kick, and it's just... It's beautiful. And, like, we see, like, he finishes the kick, he gets up, you see the eyes still glowing, and then you see, like, the
horns close.
The horns, like, close, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool. And
they still know how to do Agito.
And just Decade just, like, just walks away going, like, yeah, get good, scrub. Like, I'm ripped.
I gotta say, though, Decade's voice has deepened.
Yeah, because he's become more of a badass, that's why.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Since I Kamen rided.
Well, like, what, 5 years?
I feel like I'm being...
When was Heisei vs. Showa?
No, you can speak more.
It was 5 years ago. So yeah,
I feel like I'm speaking too much.
No.
It's been 5
You're not
years.
speaking enough. Yeah, you should be talking more, Emily, because Kamen Rider Ghost was your first series in a way. So what do you think about this episode?
I liked it. It had ghosts. Oh crap! Now I'm on the spot. I
bet you're sad that Urison wasn't around.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of a Yursen like cameo type thing in the point 5, but
Yeah.
I mean, where was Onari, Akari, and Yursen? And I mean, I know next week we're getting Makoto, but like everybody wasn't there. It was just Tucker, even though I actually do like him.
Oh shit! Rider Customs come up with Zeo Bravo armor. It's pretty badass.
Whoa!
Looks good. Yeah,
Alan and Alan and Canada are the only two who have an excuse because they're in the Gama world.
Yeah.
Making takoyaki.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yep.
Also, that timeline got erased.
I meant actually making takoyaki. But
Sure,
better.
You did.
That's better. No, that's great. So yeah, and then so again, like later on, they show up. Like another ghost like shows up to just like terrorize people. Oh, when like they're in like the bar or whatever like that, like the time jackers are just like they're hanging out in a bar, and there's just like the bartender like shaking up a drink, and then like they pause time, and he's just like in the middle of a shake. But then like another ghost walks in, and then Wool's like, "All right, bitch, we're going, let's go," and just like another ghost just like
backs up,
walks out backwards.
I love it. Oh, and there's Necrom armor. That's cool.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, Necrom armor looks good.
So then another ghost shows up again to like terrorize the people. And Ichi, what did you laugh your ass off over?
So as he steps onto the scene and starts spooking people, the funniest shit ever is just the reaction from this one guy who's got like a shopping bag in his hand. Like another ghost walks in, and the dude with the shopping bag who's standing there just like ah. And you just see him like stagger back, and for some reason it was so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, no, because it was like very like just unexpected. It's just like you think he'd be like ah, but he's like ah. It's like when like someone comes over randomly, like when Cell comes over here, just like ah, Cell, hi, yeah. Like right now. Aw.
Damn it.
That would have been great. That would have been perfect comedic timing.
And then and another ghost proceeds to channel all of the souls he's captured so far and then go fucking ham on the plastic furniture.
Yup.
I thought this was Zeo, not Gaim.
Yeah. So then Zeo and Gates team up or whatever, and they start fighting some more, and then Tsukasa...
Wool tries to help, but then Zeo throws the Suika watch at him, and he starts firing seed bullets at him.
Yeah, and Wool's like,
what is with this guy?
Suika ride watch is best.
So then,
best boy.
So then Tsukasa shows up again, and then he's just like, well, fuck you guys. Goes to we do first get Gates hands Zeo the ghost watch, and then we get Zeo ghost armor, which looks immensely better on Zeo than it does on Gates.
Agreed. Like, the fucking horn and Zeo's clock hands look great as like a triple horn thing.
Even the icon shoulders look fucking awesome. So like,
and yeah, as Blaze is pointing out, why the fuck didn't Waz step in with the EYA?
I
don't know.
It was a stolen watch.
I'm sad.
Because it was stolen, it wasn't earned.
It doesn't matter! He has the power!
But he didn't inherit it, he just borrowed it.
He inherited it from Gates!
Ooh.
I will get semantic on your ass!
No, that doesn't count. And also, I just really like the text of Ghost on Zeo's helmet.
It's very flowy around the edges.
It looked really nice. But then, yeah, so, like, he starts fighting Ghost Armor, and then Tsukasa shows up again, and he's just like, alright, Kamen rides into Hibiki, and then just proceeds to fucking final attack ride Hibiki on Zeo. And just... Yeah. Well, not that one, but...
I know, but he should have. It would have been funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that he did that because as Ghost Armor, he would qualify as a demonic spirit. Well, so what better to fight that than Hibiki, who uses the power of sound to kill demons?
Yeah, it's called like the Bakudatsu Kyoda?
Well, it was one of his katas. I don't know that it was the Bakuretsu Kyoda, but that is the one he used the most in the show.
Okay.
He had a lot of different katas.
I'm just sad, like when he was doing the drumming or whatever, like I just wanted to hear like the like Hibiki. I love when he did that.
For Blaze, who is not hearing it right, Bakuretsu Kyoda.
Bakuretsu Maru!
If you watch Hibiki, he does that a lot for his Hisatsu. Bakuretsu Kyoda!
Yeah. And, like, that's what I'm glad that throughout this episode, just every time Decade shows up, he just fucking
steals the show.
Kicks ass, steals the show, because like that's who he is. That's the reputation that he's built. Like
he kicks ass, steals the show, and fucks off and tells you to clean yourself up.
Kicks names and takes ass.
And I'm all out of names.
And yeah. And then another ghost takes Sogo's soul, but Takaru in time like channels his own fucking spiritual ghost energy and like
blasts
pushes him off before he gets absorbed by another ghost.
He shoots at another ghost, what I can only refer to as whatever the fuck Dan Hibiki's special attack from Street Fighter is. I forget what that's called.
Hey, I love Dan Hibiki.
But
that's what he looked like.
That's what he fired. Mm-hmm. It was a tiny little Hadouken.
And then, yeah, Sogo becomes a ghost, and just, like, Takaru's like, yeah, you're a ghost now. And he's like,
fuck. And Blaze points out, well, he was fighting Hibiki, so...
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the episode. It was really good. Like,
well, it ends with Tsukasa deciding that he had no interest in being king.
Yeah, that too.
And he pulls out the Decade Ride Watch.
No, of course he wouldn't want to be king. He doesn't fucking need that shit. He's Decade. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I can just go to another world where I'm already king.
Also, I like that he still has his camera because
been there, done that.
He would never fucking separate himself from that thing.
Right?
My servant betrayed me with that. He became Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
All the riders showed up. It was a big thing.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Go see it in theaters.
Yeah, go watch the movie. Go buy the Blu-ray and so now.
Go buy the director's cut.
Yeah, he just like holds up a copy of All Riders vs. Die Shucker.
Been there, but well, you want to be king. Been there.
He just does with DVD covers what Woz does with his book.
I'm a destroyer of worlds.
Oh my god!
According to this DVD.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
All right, so next episode we're gonna see some more Mazine fights.
We get Makoto Nichan.
Asking this is interesting. He's quoted in the preview asking Takaru why he doesn't henshin. So does Makoto still have memories of the original timeline? That's gonna be interesting to see. And of course, fucking Zeo Decade Armor.
Yeah.
Fucking tablet face.
No, it's a card face.
Card tablet.
It's a tablet with the image of the card on the screen.
Potato.
No one said potato is not a word, Gar.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Pronounce it in England.
Oh.
God damn it.
Or at least tomato is. I don't know if they actually pronounce potato as potato.
Can I get some potato mash or mashed potatoes?
Mashed potato.
Okay,
mashed
I think that the potato thing is a joke related to the tomato thing. So.
That's what I interpreted it as.
Okay, the potato.
Anyways, 13.5. Why are they playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the background?
I didn't even notice that.
I did.
I did
Pretty much 13.5 in
I love Blaze in our chat.
nutshell.
I love Blaze in our chat. You say potato, I say pornography.
Pretty much 13.5 in a nutshell. Oh, it's Ghost is totally Dragon Ball. No, it's not Dragon Ball!
Wait.
I can't believe they fucking made the joke!
Do you guys remember
they
how
also
to
said that Yuri-san looks like Madama Oyaji Gegege no Kitaro.
Okay.
Also, then they proceeded.
Who's an eyeball.
Then they proceeded to show the fucking. They proceeded to show the Yuri-san plushie, and it said, "Please watch Ghost."
What were you saying, Gar?
Kida hikaru honoha no hoshi no.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Long live Lord Zet from Tokusatsu. That was his favorite song.
I love so much that the 0.5 devolved into, man, now that you're a ghost, we have to edit and shit. That's expensive, and I don't like it, so you don't get screen time anymore.
What?
No, that's funny. That's funny. I don't want to do work. Get out of the fucking seat.
And they have this little thing in the corner saying, this is only opinion. We're just assuming that editing costs money.
Yeah.
What's editing? This is tokusatsu.
Gates brings up the rule about nitpicking facts about what's happening, and I'm like,
hey, that's our job.
Yeah, thanks. But Takeru's actor during this explains that they're doing his saga now because they were supposed to do it earlier, but he was busy with other stage work. So it's just like the situation with Dan.
That in there, like, legitimately, which was kind of neat.
Yeah. And Soup decides to bring up, so wait, if we weren't doing Ghost and Drive because the actors weren't available, and now we are doing Ghost because you're available, and then she just turns to the side and goes all moe moe kyun kyun, asking if Drive is gonna come back, which means Soup wants that drive shaft.
No.
The face Lane just made!
No.
I can't see. Chairs in the way.
I can't see it, but I can imagine it. It's probably the same face I'm making.
No.
Soup wants to shift into turbo.
No. She wants to take Drive for a ride.
She wants to get her RPMs in gear.
Oh, God.
She wants him to fill up her
Okay,
tank.
stop it!
She wants him.
Soup's gonna give him a drink.
She wants him to go, go, go.
Is Shinosuke automatic or manual?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, that was actually good.
Depends on the night.
Alright, so yeah, after that they make a reference like, oh, how do I come back to life? It's easy, just gather the Dragon Balls. Fuck!
No, it's like, first you have to collect all 15 icons, but you only have 99 days to do it. But once you collect all 15, you make a wish to the Great Eye to come back to life. And, like, Zio's just like...
So it's just like Dragon Ball.
No, he's like, fuck it, I'll just go get the Dragon Balls and summon Shenron. No, it's not like that.
And they start beeping out everything.
I don't get it. Same company.
No, but I don't know.
Or is that just a joke?
It's just to be funny.
I don't think it is the same company, because isn't Toei, who does Toku, and Toei Animation different companies?
Still Toei.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought they were different companies.
It's kind of like Disney. It has its live action department and it has its animation department. I shouldn't say that while Emily's here, because Emily knows a lot more about Disney than I do.
Well, they would be allowed to mention their own properties, whether they're live action or animated.
Oh. So yeah, they're probably doing it for the shits and gigs.
Yeah, it's probably just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Harry Potter?
Harry Kenja?
No, it's Harry Censor Potter. Harry Censor Tur.
Anyway.
Anyways, yo cook salute. So, Patranger and Lupinranger episode 39 and 40 and 41. Since I weren't there for those episodes.
Since you weren't there.
Yeah, since I weren't there. Episode 39, really good. Love Super Lupin Red. Episode 40, Puppy.
Yeah, there was a puppy.
Puppy. I like Puppy. I like the joke in the episode where it's like, wait, is the monster is he a manatee or is he a dugong?
He's both.
Yeah, and they never really answered it. Episode 41. Holy shit! Just 41 and 42 are basically just one entire episode, but like you had 3 Rangers go up against Destra. Could not beat him. Then you have all 7 of them try to take him on. Still can't do it.
And reminder that this is him without collection pieces, so he's already this fucking busted.
Ridiculously strong.
God damn.
That is one tough watermelon.
I love when shows do this.
Like a watermelon, but I think they're grenades.
Oh, it's both.
Oh, it actually is both. Okay.
Yeah. That explains why his weapon's a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Because the hammer watermelon game.
Yep.
But anyways, no, I love when shows do this where it's like where the heroes have to fight the villains, but they're not gonna easily win it. It's like, no. Do you guys really think you're gonna beat him in one shot? He is a general.
I was gonna say, if that's gonna happen to any monster, damn well better be the head general.
Yeah. However, I do have some minor nitpicks, but I'll get to them as it goes on. So, episode starts off with Noel bumping into Kairi while Kairi's on a little stroll and playing hooky from work. And Kairi's all like...
Maybe he's off to feed the puppy again.
Yeah, maybe he's off to feed the puppy again or something.
He gave the puppy away, though.
To himself.
No. Oh god, what'd you think of the random story where fucking his stomach got exploded by a fucking woodpecker?
There's... Oh, man.
I found the one by Yumika a lot more funnier.
Oh, yeah.
Just with the wife, and then she gets pissed off, then divorces him. It's like, whoa, okay. But no, but yeah, it's like, well, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just hanging about. You playing hooky again? Dude, you know Destra's coming to get us, and you're wearing your uniform! So, there you are, Rex. See? You're a freaking dead target.
And I love how he just, by merit of the fact that Kairi is standing next to him talking to him, he immediately comes to the conclusion that Kairi is Lupin Red.
Well, yeah.
He's correct, but fuck you.
But that's because he's already seen who the Patranger is.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It's like, you're wearing red. Hang out with him.
Destra's smarter than the Patos!
That moment when Destra is smarter than the average gangler. Can that be the thumbnail, please? No, can that be the title? Smarter than the average gangler?
Sure.
Yes. I'm smarter than the average gangler.
Is his collection piece a picnic basket?
Yes! Well, that's what the safes are. They're just picnic baskets.
The safe is.
So yeah, they fight, in which I'm glad Noel went into Lupin X instead of Patronex, because Lupin X is 10 times better than Patronex. Suck it, Lane.
Whoa. I mean, I also like Lupin X. I also
like
Patron X more in terms of design.
I like both.
Jesus Christ.
He went into Lupin X because he's with Lupin Red.
Yeah. But yeah, then Ghost shows up and it's like, oh ho ho.
Ghost shows up?
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. I was like, wrong show, guys.
And it's like, oh yeah, he's helping me.
Oh, Blaze is pointing out in our chat that Destra knows he's Lupin Red because he revealed himself to protect the woman he got blade and scissors from.
Oh, right. That happened.
I also, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, did Ghost always have a safe on her back? Because I feel like
that's she swapped out the item that lets her scan people with the item that lets her revive people.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that.
But then it leads into a very fun thing where the show is smart for once in a while, in which it starts to hint at the next storyline while it's already doing its own two-parter, where Ghost looks at Lupin X with his with her binocular things, and it's like
she discovers a secret about him that we'll probably learn next week.
Yeah, in which I already know it from the magazine scans.
Yeah, we know what it is, but we won't talk about it.
We won't mention it because we're good people and we don't spoil stuff. That needs to be on shirt. So, anyways, the other Patrangers show up. Destra gets a hold of Siren Striker and
Victory Striker,
the Striker brothers.
Yeah.
And shoves them into his shoulders.
Safes.
Where are his safes?
His shoulder safes.
And what the fuck? Like, I already mentioned that he's busted without collection pieces, and if you give him 2 collection pieces...
The power to predict opponents' moves and to control gravity?
Jesus Christ!
Whoa.
He's disgusting!
Whoa. Don't use the Lord's name in vain.
Dude, that's like my most commonly used fucking phrase I say all the time.
Jesus fuck!
That's at least better, because he didn't use his last name in vain.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
When Jesus remarried, he had to change his last name to fuck.
Mary and Joseph. When Jesus married Joseph.
Let's stop now.
But yeah, it's like just Destra in his name just like decimates freaking the entire city.
He like pulls some Kuga Rising Mighty levels of destruction.
In which I saw this in Go-Onger with Yogo Stein, in which I was like, oh wait, they're just doing Yogo Stein's storyline, which means he's probably gonna die. And ding ding ding, that's what freaking happened at the end of this episode. Destra got the axe.
It actually, his hammer breaking the ground and like blowing everything up reminded me of Guardians of
the Galaxy?
Yeah, the first one.
Ronin.
Yeah, I can see it.
With the Infinity Stone in his hammer, busting open planets.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Told Thanos to go fuck himself, and I'm just like, you're gonna regret that soon.
Would you consider Ronin as a member of the Black Order before he got the axe?
No.
The hammer?
I just hate Ronin. He was a shitty villain.
I just love that first scene right after Destra gets the collection pieces amounts to the Patos run in and immediately get their shit stomped and then some.
That's another reason I'm not looking forward too much to Captain Marvel, because Ronin's in. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, just Destra devastates the city. It's like, oh my goodness.
There are a lot of dead people.
People are dead.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So we cut back to each of the teams at their respective bases talking about how to best tackle the Destra problem. And I like what we're seeing here because they start talking about how, like, in their own minds, they're planning to usurp what they know about the opposite team and use it to their advantage, yet neither of them realize that this is the next step towards them becoming a true team.
Oh, wait. The Manatee Narwhal, or the Manatee...
Dugong Manatee!
Yeah, the Dugong Manatee Dangler. I loved how his thing was that he had information written down about the team.
He had a fucking art book.
Yeah, and it's like, Lupin
Tricolor,
Patranger.
This is Pat Kaiser.
Yeah, it's
like
like,
a
this is
fan photo book or an art book.
I love when I also love when villains do that. They learn from others' mistakes so that they don't make the same mistake.
They study their enemies.
Yeah, they do their homework. They're good students.
Hey kids, stay in school, do your homework.
Don't do drugs.
And you'll still die.
Whoa. That's not a good lesson for Super Sentai.
And yet, that's what we took away. No matter how much homework you do, it will all be pointless in the end.
And then Noel has his own little side plot after the Destra attack with Kogure, of all people, where Kogure is like, oh, I don't want you fighting this anymore. This is no longer your problem. And we actually find out from Noel that he was actually just sitting around in Paris.
In the manor.
That's why I'm starting to think that Noel actually was the quote-unquote young master that Kogure referred to at the start of the show.
Yup. I kind of figured he was.
Come on, Alfred, what do you know about being a father figure to someone?
Oh my god, is Noel Batman?
Yes. Noel's Batman, Kogure's Alfred. That makes Keiichiro Commissioner Gordon.
Well, I mean, Hilltop would be Gordon.
Okay, Hilltop's Gordon.
Is he become Barbara?
He's already
that makes Tsukasa Barbara.
Keiichiro is Robin.
No.
No, he's Nightwing.
No,
Sakuya's Robin.
Kairi is Nightwing.
Oh, there you
go. Toma is... Who would Toma be?
Nightwing.
Yeah, he would be Nightwing.
They're all Nightwing.
So Kairi's Robin, Toma's... So yeah.
Umika's Harley Quinn.
No, Yumika is...
Who said Barbara?
No, she's Catwoman. No, Tsukasa's Barbara, because she's a cop.
Oh. Yeah, Tsukasa is Batwoman, and Umika is
Batgirl.
Catwoman.
Batgirl.
Yeah,
sorry.
Batgirl. Batwoman's a completely different character.
Oh, okay.
She's a lesbian.
Well, okay. That seems a little unnecessary.
No, that's the big thing everyone takes away from it. She's a lesbian.
Okay.
She's a lesbat.
She's a lesbian.
Anyway.
Anyways, sorry for the tangent. I like Batman a bit.
So, Destra walks up to the fucking GSPO and proceeds to missile the fucking place.
Oh, shit. We didn't think this far, guys. Why is he attacking our own base?
And for some reason, the Patos come up to him from behind instead of from inside the base. But yeah, so they each know what the other team is going to do. The Patos know that the Lupins will come in and try and steal the Lupin collection pieces, and the Lupins know that the Patos will hold Destra off at any cost to protect the citizens.
Yeah, but did everyone just forget that Destra has the Sword of Omens in his shoulder, in which he could see everyone's moves?
Right?
He
although I will say I think that was underutilized.
It's like, He knows what you're going to do.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Oh no, Destra Santa Claus.
Destra
You better
Claus.
watch out. You better
watch out.
You
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
That's it. That's the title of the episode. Destra Claus.
Destra Claus is mowing you down.
Can the thumbnail just be a picture of Destra just with a Santa beard and hat?
Yes.
Just more
Oh my
Futurama.
Brings all the collection pieces to all the boys and girl ganglers. To all the boys and ganglers.
Wow.
Wait. Would that? Wait.
The gang boys and gang girls.
Wait.
Stop.
Would that make Don Armage Jesus?
Yes.
Oh
No,
my
he's gone.
god. I like the implication there that Santa is Jesus' regular man.
Yeah.
Wow, did our mythology take a weird turn?
Wait, that. Oh my goodness, that explains why the next team's dinosaurs again. Our villains are dinosaurs this year.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's all connected.
It's all connected somehow. It's like this is a franchise.
Oh my god.
So anyways, the plan doesn't work as well at first, but some shenanigans happen and
They all
the
demorph.
roles get reversed. And yeah, there's actually a really, really nice scene where Kairi and Keiichiro are looking at each other as they're falling, and they're like, he wouldn't give up.
What will he do? Yeah.
He can stand up and fight, so I should too. And it's actually really nice that they're like drawing motivation from each other.
It was really cool to finally see them working together in a more willing way that even if it was still a bit hesitant, this really felt like they became one team this episode.
Oh yeah, like goddamn, the teamwork between Keiichiro and Kairi was just fantastic.
And there's like while they're talking to themselves, there's this one shot that lasts like 2 seconds of the two of them, like, and there's just like film in the background, and I'm like, that shot was cool. Why wasn't there more of that?
It's on the budget.
It's on the budget.
On the budget.
They already made the shot.
Right?
It's not in the budget to do more of that.
I think that would have been a perfect time to have an actual like quick montage of like all the times that they had to work together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, that'll be for the finale.
Probably.
Which again, I'll get to in a bit.
And yes, as Changeling Rider's mentioning, Kairi henshin to the side like Noel usually does in that scene. That was neat.
And then he legit takes Lupin Magnum, uses it as a ricochet. No.
He uses the recoil.
Yeah, recoil.
To, like, get through the barrier.
Yeah, because
fucking genius.
With Siren Striker, he has the ability of like
gravity control.
Yeah, controlling gravity, which I didn't know that Siren Striker had.
Right? I don't remember that being a thing.
I had no idea it could do that.
Because he's a tank.
Wait, I got it. You know why it controls gravity? Because the first time we saw it, it was making very much use of gravity by falling out of the fucking sky.
Yep. Yeah, with Mr. T inside being like, "We're in the plane."
Couldn't it not fall out of the sky?
Right?
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a oh shit.
That's how after it fell out of the sky, it landed safely instead of exploding.
Beep. We're good.
But yeah, so Super Lupin Super
Roopers.
No, that was after. So Lupin Red with the Lupin Magnum tanks Destra, while Patron Ichigo swipes the Cyclone and Magic Dial Fighters in to open up the first safe.
Yep.
I feel like these numbers for the safes have a meaning.
Oh, they all do. We just don't. I just haven't looked into what each of them are.
Well, we haven't.
I know that they're supposed to be analogies of the words that they are. Like red is 010 because it's Aka. It's like a number letter correlation thing.
Japan loves its numbers, like how Goku wore a jacket that said 6-9, which is Goku or Roku. It says his name in numbers. Sergeant Frog did that a lot as well.
It did. That was how we got the whole K66 Keroku Roku.
Yeah, and then there was also
G66.
Kogoro.
I know Jackpot Striker is 777 because slot machine.
777.
But yeah, if you look it up on the wiki, I'm sure you can find the detailed guide on the meanings of the number combinations on all the dial fighters and such.
Oh, please. You think
Because
somebody
there's a
actually
whole, I
updates that?
forget what it's called in Japanese, but there's a whole number pun thing.
That as well.
There's like a name for it.
But yeah, and then Noel shows up and grabs Siren Striker from the... Or, no, he takes Victory Striker.
Yeah.
From the...
Despite being told by Kogarain not to
shoulder.
fight anymore, he jumps in and swoops and steals the Victory Striker back
He
from
swoops
Destra.
right in.
Yeah, in which he actually shouts out while unlocking the safe.
Fuck you!
Well, not that. Yeah, that, but more,
Effectively.
Yeah, and more of like, I'm gonna do things my way. And
This is my power!
And then there's Ichi, like, in layman's terms, fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you, you're not my real dad!
No, I like that Noel like stepped up, like, it's like fuck Kogarain. He's the master of he's the owner of the collection. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You're just a plant. It's all your fucking fault.
You are a toy plant.
You are a toy!
You are a sad, strange little man. And you have my pity.
You're Schwami, aren't you?
Au revoir. No. And you have my pity. Au revoir.
What is that?
Oh my god.
But yeah, and then they all go super forms.
I'm sad we didn't actually get to see them transform into their super forms, but it's cool nonetheless.
Well, no, it's just generic explosion, then heroes transform.
We got Super Looper, Super Rooper, and the Triple Scooper.
Yeah, we have Super Lupin Red, Lupin X,
Super Lupin X,
yes,
and Patron Yugo.
Yeah, Super Lupin X, Patron Yugo, and then
they all
Lupin,
fire off their
Lupin
Hisatsus, but of course, even that
still doesn't work. In which, give Destra credit there.
Yeah, no.
He took on a
really
full
strong.
shot.
3 full shots.
Yeah, he took on 3 of their strongest attacks, and still could not.
I lived, bitch.
It's like, why won't you just fucking die?
Why won't you die? Hear where that's from.
Spike Shack Me.
Right.
Why would you die, Pop?
He's like a red shirt that says no. It's like, fuck, man. Know the rules. You're supposed to go down.
Oh, that was such a funny story with my dad.
So,
I'll tell another time.
this is interesting. So, after taking that attack, Ghost walks in and uses her reusing power on him, even though he's not dead.
Yeah, he still says make him feel better and everything.
Yeah, that's just because it's
Magical
a catchphrase.
magical hands, magical mind. Change this kaiju into size.
He didn't even look
don't
like
know.
he was injured.
He's probably injured on the inside.
Emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally.
That hurt my feelings.
Man, I just sound like a big jerk this episode. Maybe you are right, Ichi. Maybe
You
we
idiot!
are
We're all
assholes.
jerks!
Maybe you are right, Ichi. Maybe we are assholes.
You have to make peace with the asshole within.
Oh, fuck that. Anyways, to go VSX, and
We got fucking Clusterfuck Kaiser again.
And they fucking whoop his ass with it. It's amazing.
The funniest goddamn thing in this whole episode is watching Clusterfuck Kaiser somehow holding the giant ass Lupin Magnum in his fucking train hand.
It's possible.
No, it's not.
Yeah, with duct tape.
But now I want Ichi to get the Lupin Magnum so that I can make good Kuru Kaiser and then have it tape the Lupin Magnum.
I am not buying the Lupin Magnum. You can do that shit yourself.
I kind of want to get the Lupin Magnum. I don't have a loop. I literally do not have anything Lupinranger, Patranger related.
Nope.
Go Gadget gun.
Go Gadget wallet.
I just have that bootleg orange Patranger.
Yeah, same here. The bootleg yellow one.
I have the bootleg.
I have the bootleg pink one.
But yeah, and then Destra is dead. Which
And I gotta say,
Destra.
No, which leads
Nice.
me into
You have learned well, young Padawan.
no, which leads me to my minor complaints about the episode.
Oh.
Number 1. This is episode.
Number 2.
No.
The pallet!
Anyways, number 1. This is episode 42. This feels more like something that would have happened after the years. Like, now there's going to be just a long 8-episode gap where...
Maybe now Delgranio will fucking do something!
Do something! Do something! Do something!
You were saying...
No.
Like, no.
The team will be more together, right?
as father and son.
Yeah, there will probably be a 2-parter and then Christmas and then clip
I almost
episodes.
thought that they
And
were
then like
gonna
4
reveal them
episodes.
to each other at the end of this
No.
one. But they didn't.
But it was super sad. We're just like, you see like Dogranio or whatever, just like in the in his dining room, and just Ghosh is there, and he's just like, get the fuck out, and then she leaves.
It was actually really sad.
And he just like pours wine into 2 glasses.
He actually does pour one out for Destra.
Yeah, and just he's like, you're the my best right hand man I ever had. And he like just
it's like you're the best general that I could
clings
ever
the
have.
other glass, takes a huge sip, and you just see this like angry look in his eyes. Like,
okay, now I'm pissed.
Now I'm fucking serious.
Get my pipcake.
That's why I'm like, can you do something now, please?
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what Danya Boone does, because we've only seen like probably a 1/100th of his power, where he just kind of flicked a thing on his body and then it just fucking almost killed them.
But then that also leads to my second problem with this episode. Destra not really getting true final words.
Oh yeah, he was cut off as
Tried
he
to
was dying.
see the sword.
Well, he tried to apologize for his failure.
Like, give him that. Don't cut him off.
That's true.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that could have been.
general.
Yeah.
Not a side monster. If it was a monster of the week, it would have been fine. It's comedy.
How could this happen to me?
Yeah, but when it's your general, no, your only general of the show. I don't count Ghosh.
I guess you could say they're showing him general disrespect.
Yeah.
I will say though, the attack they used, this vehicle burst magnum, pretty fucking badass.
Oh yeah.
They load the energy of all of the VS vehicles into the Lupin Magnum as ammo. So, which can only be led. Fire the cars!
Yeah,
Fire! Alright, everybody, kill it with fire! Holy shit!
Fire the vehicles!
Fire the ninja.
And then the episode ends with everybody celebrating. Yay!
Throw the Hot Wheels at them.
Yeah. And Kyrie pulls out the good glasses.
Yeah, and they do
Orange
cheers with
juice.
juice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I also find funny that Noel legit kind of just foreshadowed. It's like, hey guys, these are Lupinrangers. And it's like,
That's kind of where I felt like that was leading to. And it's like, oh no, I already told them I'm Lupin X.
This time, but then they didn't.
Yeah.
My question is, how on earth can Keiichiro not realize that that's Kyrie at this point?
Because they established a while back that the masks they wear actually have some sort of
they have
identity
like actual
masking.
blurring out powers. Yeah.
Ay caramba!
Powers.
I didn't remember that. Anyways, that was a really good episode of Lupinranger, Patranger.
No, that was a really good episode.
It wasn't good. It was great.
I liked how serious everyone was, and like the teamwork was fucking super great.
I'm just glad things are finally fucking happening.
Anyways, let's move on to our feature topic.
Before we get there, next week's episode, guess who's back? It's fucking Satoru.
Oh.
Good thing we talked about the another Patranger special last week.
Yep.
Oh.
It's the Sakura's predecessor.
Don't worry about it, Gar.
Well, no, I need context.
So go watch another Patranger.
I will.
Fine.
Fine.
Good.
Go on.
Okay.
How do you?
Buddy. I will never, ever, ever not do that.
Of course.
Anyways, I've been waiting a month for us to talk about this. Go-Ongers 10 years later, Grand Prix.
Finally, after 10 years!
And it was okay.
It was a cool movie.
Yeah, it was good.
I haven't watched enough Go-Onger to like relate to these guys, so I can't really like.
Well, here's the thing, Nolan. When I found out we were talking about this,
you binged it all in a week.
I binged the entirety of Engine Sentai Go-Onger within a week. After 10 years. And just like, anyways, I marathoned the entire show, even the movies, crossovers, net movies.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
I stayed up until 3 a.m. just to make sure I was ready for this. And then we canceled the episode for the week. I was like, okay, we'll do it next week. And I wasn't on last week, and I wasn't on the following week. And then we were going to do it again, but since it was a double bill episode, we were like, okay, guess we're not... No, yeah. Yeah, so it's like, okay, I guess we're not doing it again. Then I left again last week, so now we're finally talking about it.
Feels like it's been 10 years.
Yeah, it feels like 10 years.
Yep.
Except it hasn't been 10 years. You only started watching the show a month ago.
And you know what I can at least say? I can now say I've at least seen every Sentai since 2004 to now.
Cool.
Jesus.
Yeah. Ranger to now.
I mean, I've seen every Kamen Rider from 2000 until now.
Yep.
I'm good. Let me have this.
Gar's just like, well, Gar's just like, now I need to watch 20 years worth of Sentai.
Oh, I could probably do that in like
a week.
A year.
No, in a week.
A year.
If I really worked at it, I could crank out a series a weekend. Because that's what I've done.
If you stay up for a full 48 hours, you could watch a whole Sentai in 2 days.
Probably. But anyways, so what is this movie about?
Being a Sentai is illegal!
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, I did not expect this kind of plot from Go-Onger.
That's actually an interesting concept, though.
Oh, guess we can take the off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm free!
I'm free! I'm free! Dang it!
Hunchback, right?
Want to break free?
I want to sneak free.
But, who was the actor that was one of the villains?
Oh, Dr. Maki.
Yeah, Captain...
Tachibana.
Yeah, Captain Kamaki from Ultraman X.
From Ultraman X.
Him. He was one of the villains in which he was chasing down one of these kids.
And he's the leader of the evil policing organization called SIP. Just a little sip of evil.
You sipping yet?
A spoonful of sip will take it down.
Let me get that sip.
Sip. So are you entirely made of Kool-Aid? Yeah. You want a sip? Oh, now that you mention it, I don't want it.
Gross.
But yeah, and this movie is a bit odd in some ways. Because, like, so it starts off like this, the movie's about this political leader that randomly shows up, in which, of course, he's the monster of the movie.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. And it's like, oh, I'm going to cut off all connections to the other dimensions. Oh, wait, why does that matter?
And you gotta admit, what he says to the public sounds sound, because his logic is, oh, we've been invaded by monsters from other worlds, so we're going to cut off Earth from all the other worlds so that humanity will be safe.
Except there's only one problem with that. They were never attacked from another dimension. The machine villains were from Machine World. They came to our world and built a fortress there.
No, I know, but
there was never really...
the logic follows that if the barrier had been up, they couldn't have come to Earth.
Yeah, that is true. But just the whole dimensions thing for Go-Onger, it's not really there in the show.
That's one thing I was wondering about, because from what I have seen of Go-Onger, it seemed like it was going to be a big deal that there were like 12 dimensions or whatever the fuck.
I think it's like 11 or something. But yeah, it's never used.
I wanted my Christmas world!
Except for Junk World, they go to a couple of times because they get transported there by accident. And
like every crossover movie ever, they go to Junk World.
And then Samurai World, because that was for the movie, and there was a tie-in episode. There was 2 episodes tying into that. But aside from that, in the finale, like, some of the generals say, oh yeah, we conquered these worlds. Wow, it would have been nice to see those worlds. I want to go see Prism World. I want to go see Grass World.
Grass World.
Grass World.
What?
What, is there just, like, ice there?
It's not Greenland. Let the record show that Gar threw paper towels at Lane.
Wait, yeah, the team is, I don't know, they haven't really aged that well in 10 years.
Noticeably.
Yeah, like...
Well, like, Gunpei still looks like Gunpei. He's just a bit older.
Here's the thing. You watched all of Go-Onger. I stopped at episode 8 because I could not tolerate what a fucking fuckstick Gunpei was. And I was so happy when you told me, after watching the show, that Gunpei does not get better. because I feel justified in having given up watching that show.
Well, good. I'm glad good opinion changed because he's awesome.
Well, no, but that's the problem, Lane.
His first appearance in this movie makes it look like he's about to snipe a child.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to.
No, but just the main. Sorry, I'm about to lose my voice here a bit.
Join the club. We've got halls.
Yeah. Well, it's not losing my voice. It's dry throat a bit. It's a bit stuffy in here as well. But
it's from all my hot air.
Yeah. Well, like whenever a character shows up, they're very serious, very different from like the norm, and then they just become what the actual show is. Gunpei shows up all serious and such, becomes a comic relief character.
I mean, that's debatable.
Yeah, Go on Gold and Go on Silver come in very serious, being like, oh, we're to go on wings. We'll take care of everything. They end up becoming like everyone else. Goofy, comedic. And it's like, guys, you were meant to be different. Generals, fucking forgettable, except for Yogo Stein. But then again, I probably only know Yogo Stein the most because, you know, I can remember his name.
Right?
Who are the other two again?
I don't remember the wind dude, but I remember that the woman was Kigareshia.
Yeah.
Which was a nice
and then like the final end, like the final big bad for Go-Onger was like this completely different guy. But he's like, oh, I am the father of Yogo Stein. Then why didn't you just make a fucking Yogo Stein? He was the best character of the villains. And then they kill him off 15 episodes before the finale.
Honestly, the
sounds like Actos Gil.
Honestly, the character that annoyed me the most of the movie was fucking Go on Green's name Hanta?
Yeah, Hanto.
Yeah.
Hanto.
He's like fucking like in his 20s now, and he still acts like he's like fucking like 16.
Well, no, he's like, oh no, I'm late for my job.
10 years later, he's still a bike courier.
Yeah, it's like 10 years later, you found yourself a full-time job yet, Hanto? What the fuck?
Fucking loser.
Fucking pussy.
You are a loser.
Oh, okay, that came out of nowhere for me.
Wow.
Fucking.
I'm turning it to Bill Burr over here.
Gar, are you Hanta?
I just like that they make comments that it's 10 years later and the Go-Ongers still have flip phones. And they're like, oh, these aren't any old flip phones. Let me show you, child. And the kid's response is, oh, there's only 2 of you? Then why are you the Go-Ongers? You should be the Knee-Ongers. Ha! Ha! Fuck you.
Okay, that's better. I got a drink. Or it's like when Kyoryu Red showed up in the crossover. It's like, oh, I am a Sentai. Where's everyone else? Ah, shit.
Elsewhere?
Beep.
So the idea in the movie is that... Oh, thanks. The world is being has been conquered through legal means by the new villain.
The government.
Yeah, the government.
The government.
And they use this invention called the N chip, which puts up the barrier, but also acts as the basis of this society's new smart device / communication system. And it's an interesting analogy to how today's actual smartphone society has evolved. But instead of an actual device, it's just a little chip that's on their hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bizarre, but it's definitely easy to see the comparison.
It reminds me of the movie Equilibrium, where like they decide, to get rid of stop all war and crime and racism and shit, we're just gonna create a pill that, makes you emotionless, and then, yeah.
Land, I did it. For the first time in my life, I saw Ichi drink water.
I drink water. I drink water at work.
I've never seen you drink water.
I have water at lunch work every day. Dasani's.
He drinks water.
But yeah, like you see normal people using this N chip for like not only communication but also for like mobile payment. And I'm like, it's just a fucking NFC chip.
Whoops.
And yeah, not only is the soldier from SIP played by Dr. Maki, but the general or like the human who created this technology, who's basically in charge of the city now, Noizumi Shinichiro, is played by the actor who was Alternative Zero in Ryuki.
Yeah, which is good for him. He's still getting work.
And I got it because N and Z are the same letter swapped. Zero is Noizumi.
Oh.
I was not pleased to see that Bomper is still around.
Hey!
Bomper's a thing?
Bomper's cute.
Yeah, but Bomper does...
Why did we leave you in Junk World?
I at least like his reintroduction, where it's just kid places a cup on him. He turns around. I am not a table. Oh, the fuck! I talked.
Shut up, table.
Shut up, table. Just continue to put glass on the
Continue to be a coaster for my drink.
Yep.
Reminds me of Super Mario Brothers. Ooh, a coconut. I'm gonna have a coconut. Stop! Holy crap! I talked.
So the reason the Go-On Wings aren't around, throughout the early half of the movie, they mentioned that Hiroto, Go-On Gold,
is dead.
Is a fucking terrorist.
I don't know.
And tried to apparently suicide bomb Noizumi. Of course, we realized it's not that simple, and he knew he was a monster and was trying to stop him. But it was really fucking jarring. And you left your Discord on. Woo!
Okay, folks.
Woo!
You gonna stop that?
Ow!
Sorry.
Fuck. Well, that was the thing.
Sorry for that.
Sorry about that.
What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, it was really fucking jarring to be going through the first half of this movie, hearing about Hiroto being a goddamn suicide bombing terrorist.
I don't negotiate with terrorists. Especially ones that joined from Kamen Rider.
Yeah. Yeah, so, because Go-On Gold's actor was also one of the Kickhopper,
He was Kickhopper.
I meant to say one of the
Hellbros.
One of the bees.
The Hellbros.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say that now, right? Because now there are other Hellbros.
Sounded like you said the Hellbras.
No, there's the two Hellbros.
Hellbras?
Hellbros. Bail Nobra!
Alright.
Bail Nobra.
So it turned out that the actual terrorist incident was Bear RV's engine body falling out of the fucking sky right as the barrier was going up.
Speaking of actors who haven't aged well, some of the VAs have not, like again, I marathon the entire show, so I recognize each other's voices. When I watched the 10 Years Later movie, a lot of the voices don't really match up.
It's been 10 years. I'm just sad that they made they made mention of the fact that Speedor and Bear RV are married, but we didn't get to see Mahalkin.
Because he's a Go-Kaiger thing.
Yeah.
Not the point.
Yes, I know it's been 10 years, but you're a voice actor. You're meant to have that voice for life.
Yep.
Tell that to Haley Joel Osment.
Who?
Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
he sounded all young in #1, and then his balls dropped, and he's been completely different. And
tell that to every actor.
And he's still Sora.
Tell that to every actor who played Alphonse in Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow.
Don't become a voice actor when you're a kid, because it all goes downhill once your balls drop.
No, but if you're a Japanese voice actor, you sound like a kid for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Look at you, Goku.
The Guy Arc trio do show up in this movie, even though they're not the main villains, and it's interesting because they kind of undergo this weird redemption arc throughout it, which sort of coalesces in the later third of the movie with Kegareshia having to fill in for Saki because she's still part kidnapped by the villains.
Yeah, Saki was pretending to be one of the villains.
She was undercover.
Yeah, and then she became a monster. Well, she became one of the generals from, one of the other generals from the show, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, but
let's get into the phone for eyes, dude.
Okay, so Noizumi, the main villain, transforms into what the fuck was his name?
Zontark?
Yeah, Zontark.
No, I think that was the name of the race.
No, I want to say it was Zontark.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways, I fucking love the design of the main villain in this.
Yeah, no, he's totally a kaijin made for you, Ichi. Jesus Christ.
This is how you do tablet face correctly. Not decade armor.
It's not a tablet, it's a card. He has a card.
It's a tablet with a card on it.
It's a joke on Complete Decade. Instead of
I know, but
on his head,
when you make a parody of a bad form, it's gonna be bad.
Fuck you. The kids are awesome. Anyways. Joking on my own race.
And yes, his weapon is a goddamn fucking selfie stick.
It is a selfie stick.
I hate that. I love the design of the monster itself, but his fucking weapon is a selfie stick.
Yeah, no, his eyes are literally smartphones. And then just the best thing is like Ichi's just like he's like, oh, you better have a fucking awesome henshin sequence.
You know,
you better fucking have an awesome henshin sequence.
And he does.
Yeah, he henshins with a smartphone.
Let's Zonta.
Yeah, he like activates like a button on an app. Like he activates an app on his phone and he just transforms.
I love it.
No, I was like, oh well, fucking done.
I like to imagine that this is what the design of the smartphone Smash would have been.
Smartphone Smash.
It was a smash.
It was a
It was a smartphone smash.
It was a smash.
And he has this finisher attack called Zontark Revolution.
The revolution.
Right? So Saki, having been turned into a robot, they go through this whole scene where they're trying to save her. She ends up eating their change souls and in-spill the engines.
Okay, no, his name was Noizun.
Oh, Noizumi. Like, I knew that was his human name. I didn't know if that was his monster name.
Yeah, his monster name is Noizun.
Okay.
He's the leader of the Zontark clan.
Oh, so I was right. The Zontark is the race.
Is the name of the organization.
The Elekizoku Zontark.
I could have just checked that before we started talking about it.
Anyway. But yeah, this is when we see Kegareshia step in and become Go-On Yellow. Or, I'm sorry, Kega Yellow. And you know what? It was funny. I liked it.
Oh no, that was great.
It was stupid as fuck, but I loved watching it. So, Saki goes through a clip show as she regains her memories, and then they punch the Zed and get her out like it's a goddamn putty patroller.
She is a putty patroller. She was gray, she was mindless, she just wailed around a lot. She was a putty.
Also, I guess the joke between the Go-On Wings is like, you know, they act all serious and then just like Go-On Silver just like fucking smacks Go-On Gold for being a dumb shit. Like, fucking asshole! Like, grow up!
No, that literally sums up how the Go-On Wings are in the show.
I was going to say, that's probably
they show up, mysterious, like, interesting, and then
Gold does a stupid thing.
Yeah, and then Gold does a stupid thing, we're all back to normal.
And Go-On Silver's just like, you fucking idiot. Well, I fucking watch you all the time. He's like stop.
And then Silver goes and becomes a idol girl group with Kegareshia and Saki, apparently.
Yeah, G3 princesses. And the boys become the G5 princes.
Oh, God.
No.
But they only did one concert.
Anyways,
lovely. So
Saki gets free, passes out the Change Souls, and cue the fucking banger-ass theme song.
Yep. Bam!
Nothing.
Bam!
I'm sorry, Go-Onger's theme song is one of the greatest theme songs in Super Sentai's history.
I've had it on repeat in my car several times in the last few weeks.
It's a good song. I wouldn't call it one of my favorites, but it's good.
Well, marathon the show, that's when I finally learned they're not saying Sentai twice in the opening. They're
Zenkai.
saying Engine Zenkai.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, what?
Full
throttle?
Sort of.
It's like Engines Throttle Go-Ongers. It's like Engine Sentai Go-Ongers.
Like, it's more, I think the closest translation is like full force.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they all do the henshin and the roll call.
And the spin kick.
Yeah, you go,
I love it. I loved it.
Oh, I love when they do that. And I like in their henshin sequence because I like that they have like their helmets and then just go like Meta on and then just bam, helmet goes on.
Meta on.
It's super
it's
cool.
better than what Power Rangers does. Freaking Power Rangers ending. When it looks like they're taking off the helmet, you can clearly see.
It's in front of their faces.
Yeah, you can clearly see it's in front of them, and it's like, oh.
Yep.
That's what I always like doing every time I get like my hands on like a Ranger helmet or something. I just go.
Yep. So they all do the fight. We get to see all of their weapons that they've been hinting at the entire movie. That we like seeing the junction rifle, the highway buster.
Hey, remember when Rangers had signature weapons?
Right? These ones are so cool.
And it's cool because they become a giant bazooka.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite is the Go-Onger weapons. Like, is Go-On Yellow's weapon.
The racing bullet?
Little racing bullet. It's powerful, man!
I love Sosuke's sword.
The road saber?
Yeah, the road saber.
And my favorite is the garage launcher. And not just because it's blue, it's because it's a giant fucking cannon.
And like the only way to hold it is with like 2 hands properly.
Although he has at some point just like hoisted it up on his shoulder.
Yeah, which that's gonna be bad for his shoulders. Like he's only a bus driver. He's not like a heavy weightlifter.
So they're trying to defeat Noizumi with the highway buster, which doesn't work because he's got a barrier. And then Sosuke does the most insane fucking thing I've ever seen a Sentai do.
Take his helmet off and whip it at the villain.
Whips it. I was like, wow.
And knocks on fucking Noizumi's phone out of his hand.
Yep.
And then his helmet comes back to him.
Like
And then
fucking Mjolnir.
And then we find out that the little kid that we've seen the whole movie
there was
is
a little
the kid that they rescued in episode 1 of the show.
Well, okay, we should at least explain that since we didn't really mention him. Yes, throughout the show, or throughout the movie, there's a little boy
who almost got sniped by Gunpei.
Yeah, who almost got sniped by Gunpei.
He missed deliberately.
He is meant to be like the audience for this movie, being like, "Who the hell are these guys?"
He's a reason for people to explain plot at us.
Good, because if the plot was centered around him, I would have been very upset because I hate when movies plots are centered around a child.
I refuse to work with dogs or children.
Fuck you, chose superhero Tyson.
All I wanted to do is the dog show, and I'm stuck with a cat.
I was referencing Space Jam, but okay.
I was referencing Garfield.
I was referencing chose superhero Tyson because I hate that movie.
Hooray! We all referenced everything.
Hooray! References.
So the point is, the kid throughout the movie turns out to be the kid from episode 1 of the show, which I actually think is a really nice touch.
Yeah. Even though he didn't save a kid in episode 1. And it doesn't make sense because the kid was born in 2006, according to the ID thing at the beginning of the movie, where Go-Onger aired in 2008, so that means the kid would have been 2, but he looked like 4.
Rule 3, 2.5.
This is starting to sound like
nitpick,
really
you
bad
get kicked
comedy.
like a horse.
Rule 3, let it be.
Leaves a 4, eat some more.
I'm not nitpicking, I'm just pointing out the obvious.
You're not nitpicking, you're picking the nits.
I just want to be 50% done!
I just want lunch. Anyways, they form a new the Zords.
A new one, if you can call it that.
One that was possible but never actually used.
Yeah, they never did it in the show.
Wait, what's the name of the forum?
Engino G7.
Yeah,
Engino G7? That's impossible! That's never been attempted before! You're mad!
But yeah, it's like the machine or the engines show up. They're all like, "Yeah, buddy, what's up? Yeah, let's form G12. Fuck that G7, but G12.
It's literally just G9 without Jumbo Whale or Corrugator.
Yeah, it's like, okay, fuck them, I guess.
Why not Corrugator?
Corrugator was the cool. Corrugator.
Yeah, no, Corrugator was the best engine out of all of them.
Right?
No, the best.
Well, I mean, my favorite's Gunpar, just because he's fucking police.
I love Corrugator. He was a vehicle who was a crocodile who then became shoes.
And, my favorite were the 8.
Get it? Because crocodile leather gets made into fucking clothes.
Yeah. I miss the ancestors who were the dinosaurs. Which
fucking train Zords.
So the engines had roll calls as well, sometimes in the show.
Oh god!
And when it came to the ancestors, they legit just roared, and there were subtitles. It's like, okay, right, they're dinosaurs; they don't speak.
One of the things I always liked about the trained dinosaur Zords and Go-Onger is that in the Power Rangers RPM toy line, they came up with Rangers to correspond to them.
Yeah, like how they did the Spirit Rangers, and why haven't they done anything with them in the future?
Right.
That'd be cool.
They should put them in the comics.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
Lightning collection figures.
Yeah.
It's like nothing.
I love it, Blaze. This is Sentai. Dinosaurs can't talk.
Tell that to Daijujin.
I'm a teddy bear, as we all know. Teddy bears can't talk.
Daizujin is the Mighty Morphin Megazord.
Yeah, which even with the
Dino Megazord.
Yeah, the Dino Train in Go-Onger, his head kind of resembles Daijujin as well. Tell that to Abaranger.
So they save the day, and then the Go-Ongers are back in business.
All is forgiven, and Sentai is legal now.
Gunpei will not stop fucking making Saki put on her jacket, which I don't know why she
He gets, like, actually creepy
why
with it.
doesn't she want to wear a jacket?
Because it doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
She's gotten fat.
10 years.
And then we get my favorite part of this whole movie, the ending song, because I love the Go-Onger ending theme. That's one of my favorite fucking Sentai endings.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss with me. It's like I like the
idea. Number one.
I like the idea of it. I just don't like how there's one for each of them. It's like
I
love that.
It's like double attack much from Deno.
It's like the
it's double action.
Yeah, double
it's like
action.
I think the fourth ending for Bleach, where literally it was the same ending song, but they had one for each of the 13.
No, it was the third one.
Oh, third one. They had an ending for each of the 13 different squads.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome.
Except I'm not sure which has more versions, the Go-Onger ending or double action.
Probably double action because there's like
there was the 2010 version.
Yeah, there's
and Strike Form.
There's the main ones. Then there are the other versions where it's.
Then there's the remix. There's liner form and climax form and the voiced versions. I have them all.
Double action copy form.
There's almost enough for fucking match up with Pokemon. Collect all of the double actions.
Jesus Christ.
All the DAs. Anyways, yeah, this anniversary film was good.
It was okay.
But it makes me wonder, what would RPM do with like a 10 years later movie? Because think about it, RPM also ended on a cliffhanger.
I would like to see them use this footage in a revival movie.
Or like that's what I kind of want to see from Power Rangers.
And yes, Orb Action Zero counts.
I want them to continue. No. Okay, comics are fine, but it's like Stan Lee said about digital comics. It's better to have it in your hands. or comics are like boobs. Sure, you can look at it, but it's better to have them in your hands. I shit you not. Stan Lee said it's better to grab a hand of boob than look at it on a phone. We miss you, Stan.
Rest in peace, Stanley.
That's amazing.
Just grabbing a girl's boobs. Excelsior!
Wow.
But yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it.
I even though I gave up watching Go-Onger, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
No, it was cool. I just think that like it was kind of dumb that like, at least for me, that like it's been 10 years, but like the Go-Ongers still acted as if they did 10 years ago.
Yeah,
like, I wish they kind of would have shown a bit of development.
Yeah, it's like, guys, what have you been doing?
Which is why, like, Hanta was the most annoying of it, because he was, like, 27 or something, still acted like he was 17.
I love the fact that, like, in the early scene where after the Silver appears and they're all hanging out in the agency, Miu proceeds to chide every single one of them for either not changing at all or changing too much.
I did like when Sosuke like flipped his coin or whatever. He's just like, yeah, it's 6,666 perfect flip in a row.
Bullshit.
He's lucky before lucky. He had good luck.
Wasn't he like? Oh, like no. Bon was like the first like dumb Red Ranger.
Well, not
like dumb, but like you know, like I'm the Red Ranger.
Yeah, but
screamy.
But he was the caveman. Like he was Jungle Boy. After Cole. I won't diss Cole. I love Wild Force. Fucking forever Cole.
You remember the good times.
Yeah, I remember the good times.
Now he's in jail.
When Danny was like, the Power Rangers are over. Well, thanks a lot, Dick. Well, yeah, he was like, we did it. We beat the orcs. The Power Rangers are over. Man, way to kill the fucking mood, buddy. And one of the funniest part of all, that was also in Gal Ranger.
Wow.
Where, legit, line for line, we did it. The Gal Rangers are over. It's like, wow, I guess Power Rangers weren't just being assholes. They were just copying the script.
Wow.
Points for accuracy then, I guess.
Sorry. I guess it's time to wrap this episode up. It's been a good 2 hours almost.
And we have to get back to Smash.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we gotta get back to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yep.
For anyone who's listening live, we will be streaming Smash Brothers live on our channels.
All fucking day tomorrow.
Wrap it up like Christmas. It's December. We haven't talked about anything Christmas related. Ichi, what's the next thing? Hopefully it's Christmas.
Chikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Next week, because we talked about Beetleborgs and had such a good time with that, we will be discussing one of the Christmas episodes of Big Bad Beetleborgs. Specifically, episode 33, Christmas Bells and Phasm Spells.
Oh, joy.
So, strap on your bonders and get ready for some bondage.
Ew.
What?
Because we're having a Merry Christmas next week.
With Flabber. Isn't that right, Flabber? Oh, he's been shelved. He's depressed. Never mind.
The safe word is Josh.
I'll never forget my joke where just every time fucking, what was it, Heather was her name?
Yeah.
Heather and Josh were on screen, just fuck already!
Except don't, because you're children.
Yeah, it's odd. What's the safe word? It's Josh. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye! Bye, Smash on
As
Switch
always, the source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com, and you can find the rest of our shit from there. Whatever, I'm tired. Bye-bye.